leadership qualities which we feel that any defense officer should have in them. But that initiative is countered only when it is in the right direction. It's at times called as the mother of OLQs. How well can you adapt to situations and to people, which involves the practical intelligence and the resourcefulness that you have. My friends and all the defense aspirants who are keen to get recommended in the SSBs. So today I'm going to talk on the OLQs. What are these OLQs? So these OLQs are the things that we see, the leadership qualities which we feel that any defense officer should have in them. And that is what is the final thing that we see before we recommend to you. So how many OLQs are there which we see? So there are in all 15 in number OLQs that we see, which have been divided into 4 factors. What are these factors? Factor 1, factor 2, factor 3 and factor 4. Factor 1 basically deals with the brain. Factor 2 deals with the heart. Factor 3 deals with the gut. And factor 4 deals with the limbs. What I mean to say is the right things that you are thinking is what is checked in factor 1. Where there are 4 in number OLQs which we see. Starting with the effective intelligence, basically as to how you can come up with solutions to problems of various complexities, which involves the practical intelligence and the resourcefulness that you have to come up with solutions. Next, what we see is called as the reasoning ability, which is one of the most important OLQs that we look at it. It's at times called as the mother of OLQs. So this is OLQ in which we check how you perceive the essentials of a problem. What is the situational awareness you have and how do you grasp the various situations that you have encountered or you are likely to encounter. The third is the organizing ability. Basically, how you prioritize the problems and what kind of resources you do for what situations, and that is where the whole gambit of how well you can use the resources is seen in this organizing ability. And fourth, the very important one is called as power of expression. Basically, with what ease and clarity are you able to convey whatever you have to say, whatever you have in mind, and till the time it is not able to be conveyed and understood by people, it is of no use. So that is why this part is also covered in factor 1. Now coming on to factor 2, it is called as social adjustment. Basically, it deals with the matter of the heart as to how well you can adjust with other people. So the first of the OLQs here is called as social adaptability. How well can you adapt to situations and to people, your seniors, your peers and your subordinates. The next OLQ in this is cooperation, where we see how well you can cooperate with other members in a group, again with your seniors, with your peers and with your subordinates. And the third OLQ here is called as sense of responsibility. One of the very, very important OLQs in which we see your discipline, your sense of duty, how well do you adhere to all the rules and regulations. And also one of the most important aspects that we see here is what else do you do apart from what you are told to do. The obligations that you have towards others and to the society in general. So again, very, very critical. All the assessors, the psychologists, the GTO and the interviewing officer looks at this aspect very, very critically. You should be impeccable in this regard. The third factor that we see here is called as social effectiveness. It is about the gut. This is also the factor in which we see the leadership qualities. There are basically 5 in number OLQs out here. The first one being initiative. But remember, gentlemen, one thing which initiative deals about is, yes, you are taking the first step, but that initiative is counted only when it is in the right direction. That means whatever you do has to be thought of, and thereafter it has to be in the right direction towards achievement of the goal. That is what is initiative all about. The next OLQ in this is the confidence. Again, one of the most important OLQs. Everything starts with the confidence you have. So the reasoning ability and the confidence, how you perceive the situations and how well you can deal with this, especially in unfamiliar situations, is a very, very critical factor which the assessors look at. The third OLQ in this factor 3 is the speed of decision. The speed of decision obviously involves 2 in number aspects, in which how fast do you take the decision and how correct is your decision. So a mixture of both the things are required for you whenever you are faced with any adverse situations. The fourth OLQ in this, ability to influence the group, or the AIG. Again, it's a culmination of all the OLQs. Only when you have the right communication skills to think correctly and thereafter have the confidence to execute it in the right direction, you are able to adapt to the situations with the peers, and thereafter you physically work hard towards achievement of your goal, then this AIG is the one which we are looking at as to how you can influence other members in the group. And the last of the OLQs in this factor is the liveliness. What is liveliness? Is the buoyancy, the positive buoyancy that you have to bring about a cheerful atmosphere in the group whenever you are faced with any difficult situations. It's basically seeing the glass half full, and if required, even fill it up. And that is what liveliness is all about. So as you see, all these 5 OLQs in this all deal with leadership qualities and how effective you are in a group. The last of the factors, factor 4, is called as factor dynamic. It deals with the actual action, as how much effort you can put in and how well you can deal with situations. Therefore, the first of the OLQs that we see here out of the 3 is determination. How determined and how much of effort can you put in any task that is given to you or you take on. The second in OLQ in this is the courage. This is a very unique OLQ which is only seen in the defense forces to this detail, and that is the physical courage that you possess to overcome any adversity. And this is a very, very important requirement, the kind of work that we do here in the defense forces. So this physical courage is a very important aspect that you should possess in you to be able to become a defense officer. And the third and the last of the OLQs is stamina, where we cover both the mental stamina and the physical stamina to do it. That is where being physically fit and mentally alert and able to withstand the rigors of the situations given to you or you are faced in life, and how you have overcome that physically and mentally is what is being seen in this OLQs. Therefore, once you understand all these 15 OLQs which have been divided into 4 factors, you will understand that once you possess all these in the right quantities, you would be that fit person who can be acceptable to us as part of our elite defense forces of the Indian defense. Thank you.